Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Timpedia and welcome to my third late night rant. And that's the series name. I literally just, I pressed the recording button to shut off the last episode and then I pressed it again to start this one. And then I just edited out me walking. I just teleported back to the couch. Ooh. I do have another topic I wanted to talk about, but it's not really, it's not game related, not directly at least, and it's just it's not even really an intro, it's just kind of a thought-provoking thing. It's for a thing for you guys to think about that I have been thinking about. I was reading an article, I'm rereading actually, Mass Effect Deception, the newest book in the Mass Effect franchise, came out a little while ago, and I read it, and it wasn't terrible, but there were a crap ton of plot inconsistencies that a lot of people who know a lot more about Mass Effect in detail, I know a lot, I mean, I've read all the novels, I have the first comic, and I've played both games that are out so far. And I know, but I haven't read the codex or anything like that. Some people have clearly done their research, and they put together this huge Google document of these massive plot errors, and they're pretty big. Some things I even forgot, that one of the security guards, or the main security guard from one of the earlier books, the second book, I forget which one that was called. Was it the second book? I don't remember. But one of the security guards was prominently well known as a gay character, and he's not in this book. And one of the main characters in this book, who was a young child in another book, had autism, and that's just ignored. And there's all these massive problems, like timeline issues and things like that. But as I was reading it, I wasn't even thinking about Mass Effect, and this is why that's not the main issue. I was thinking about how incredible those technologies sounded in the book. Like in the book, they talk about having these the massive space stations and ships like they're nothing. But to them, the technology is really probably nothing. In that universe, they when you play as Shepard, he just uses an assault rifle because he knows how, and that's a piece of technology that fires particles the size of a grain of sand at incredible speeds to just punch through someone. Not even a bullet. It's you could take sand off the beach, pour it into this gun, and it would fucking destroy everything. But to them, that was a loud truck. To them, that technology means nothing. And it's just important, I think, to recognize how we're at that stage. I am sitting on my couch, on my chair, that I never sit in because my roommates are out here all the time. I can only come out here when I do these at 4 in the morning. And I am recording my image and my voice on a small camera, putting that on my computer, editing it, rendering it out without me walking back and forth, and then uploading it to YouTube for you guys and anyone in the entire world who is on the internet to view whenever they want. When you think about it, how fucking amazing is that? That all works. I mean, I know it sounds kind of trippy, like a hippie, on drugs, ooh. And I'm sure someone's gonna be a smartass and comment, ooh. Although how you do that, I don't know. But it's so incredible to think of what we've taken for granted. I tell this story to my friends to General Lotz and Mizio and my friends all the time. I remember when I was younger than 10, I was probably about 8 years old, maybe a little older, and my family had one phone line, dial-up internet for our internet and our phone. It was one thing. And I still remember the day we had our second phone line installed, and going on my dad's computer and being on the internet for the first time. My dad was there, and we were just sitting there watching, my brother and I. and my mom was talking on the phone right next to him, and we were just like, whoa, that's crazy. And it's just like, and now we just go on the internet, we're texting on our cell phones, we're watching videos on our cell phones, we're chatting on the phone, we're doing like 50 things at once, and it's just crazy to think about how much has changed. And yet it just sort of, it's like it just evolves around us, and we just sort of, at our age, like not, my grandparents never really got into internet and email, but like, it's just incredible to think of how this is all changing around us, and we're just sort of like, okay, we as a generation, or people in my generation can relate. I don't know about people who are older or very young watching this, but like, we've been around about as long as computing in the public sector has been. So for us, it's not a question of, it's not adjusting to computers, it's just adjusting with the evolution of computers, which are just getting so much better all the time. I mean, I'm looking into, after I start working at my job for about a month and I've saved up some money, I plan on buying a couple of new components for my computer. I have a i5 processor. If you guys saw my old Tim's computer walkthrough on my old channel, I have an i5 processor, a kind of old motherboard, and a decent graphics card, and I'd like to upgrade those three things. I did two first for a second. And I'm just looking around at what's available, and wow, like some of these new processors from Intel that have this Sandy Bridge thing that are like crazy fast, and these like computers that have like 3 graphics cards running in cahoots to give this crazy graphics processing, and it's just incredible to see how fast technology is changing, and we're just being swept along, and just, it's nothing to us. And just, I can just imagine for my grandparents and for like what other generations could look ahead and see what we have, and they would just, like, it would be magic to them. Like, I know I keep saying like, and I've said before, I'm not cohesive at 4 in the morning, but I can't remember where I read it recently, but one of my books or something I read said, completely advanced technology will always seem like magic to those who don't understand it. Or it's something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing, I'm tired. But it's totally true. Like, take a light, a simple light that's providing me with illumination so you guys can see me. Take that back 1,000 years and show it to someone. You would be, let's see, 1,000 years, 1,000 BC, right after the fall of the Dark Ages. You would probably be burned as a witch for having a light. Probably. Or you'd be seen as some kind of crazy prophet person. I don't really know. My history isn't amazing. I love history, but I don't know it that well from that time period. But yeah, it's like, like again, how incredible is what we have these days. We have computers, we have TVs that do these amazing things for us. And can you even, like, think about for a second what copying a video file is. You are taking an exact replica of a person's voice and their image, and or like a draw or like animation or a film. When you copy that and create a new one, you are duplicating a person's voice, their image, and everything in exact detail, depending on how good you copy, obviously, how good your computers and things like that. But you can completely take the exact way something is and make another of it and put it send it off to a completely different place, not tied together in any way. And it's just amazing. You guys are watching this, or you few loyal viewers are watching this all over the world, different places, different times, and it's all the same thing. How amazing is that? But anyway, my throat's getting sore, I'm getting tired, I'm getting more tired, and I finally cleared my head and dumped my thoughts into these 2 videos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed them, and hopefully I didn't ramble too much. Hopefully you did get some enjoyment and some thoughts out of them, and leave those thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. But anyway, I need to go to sleep because I have class tomorrow, and until next time guys, my name is Timpedia, and I'll catch you guys next time.